I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal, before this decade is out, of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the Earth. No single space project in this period will be more impressive to mankind or more important for the long-range exploration of space.
On May 25th, 1961, John F. Kennedy announced to Congress his goal of sending an American to the moon by the end of the decade. Couching this in terms of a battle between good and evil, the president challenged the country to not only dream about what could be, but to sacrificially give to that end.
4 forward, drift into the right a little. Contact light. Okay, engine stop.
We copy you down, Eagle.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
And while Kennedy didn't live to see it, on July 20th, 1969, the world watched Neil Armstrong walk on the moon.
I'm going to step off the limb now. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Shelley and I love watching any and all things about this exciting time in American history. It captivates us because it's an incredible opportunity that was met with daring and courage. I believe First Baptist Mansfield is at a similar point of incredible opportunity that will require faith and courage. Mansfield has steadily grown over these past 25 years. From a sleepy town that was just on the outskirts of DFW, it's transformed into a bedroom community of over 70,000 people. In our most recent city election, we learned that 25% of Mansfield's land is still undeveloped, and that over the next 5 to 10 years, we're going to grow to over 100,000 people. When you put all that together, First Baptist Mansfield has an incredible opportunity to make an impact here in Mansfield, in North Texas, and around the world. But before we look ahead, it's important that we also look to our roots. We are here today because of the love and sacrifice of so many who've gone before us. In the 1980s, the church began to sense God's leading to a new location. Under the leadership of Brother James Moore, they purchased property on Broad Street. In the early 1990s, the church began to build on this property. In order to facilitate this vision, Brother Moore preached 2 services, one at our Gray Street location, which is behind me, and the other at our Broad Street location. Whenever I drive by this location, it always reminds me of the great sacrifices and the faith of the people who've gone before us. After moving all our ministries and services to the Broad Street location, our church entered into a season of incredible mission engagement. Central among these was the church's engagement in Venezuela, where we were instrumental in the construction of churches and a seminary. To facilitate our church growth, we built an auditorium in 2000, and then in 2008, we built a children's building. While our church did face some challenges in this season, we continued to make an incredible impact in the community through efforts like Habitat for Humanity, our single parent fair, and Upward Sports. Since I've come in 2018 as your pastor, we've really focused on laying a solid foundation for the future of the church. We've laid a solid foundation financially. We have a healthy budget with strong reserves. We've laid a solid foundation with our staff. God's assembled one of the most talented teams I've ever worked with. And we've laid a solid foundation with our ministries. We've embraced a disciple-making mission and strategy on which everything is aligned. What's before us now is an incredible opportunity. Like America in the 60s, we have the potential to make a remarkable impact as we seek to guide people to multiplying impact for Christ's kingdom. We believe the time is right to launch.
3,